Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. This is going to be a very raw and real, chatty kind of life update, and I just want to sit with you and have some coffee and just catch up on kind of what's been going on in my mind and what I am planning on doing. So if you can tell by the title of this video, even though I don't know what the title is going to be yet, I am taking a break from YouTube. I'm taking a little bit of a break from all social media, but the main thing I am kind of stepping back from for a little bit is this platform. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about like what led me to that decision and what I've been feeling lately, because I think it is extremely relatable whether you are a content creator or just a regular consumer and you are just on social media. I feel like not enough people talk about this side of it, especially influencers, because influencers want you to engage with their posts. They want you to shop their links. The more that you are watching my videos, the more money that I make. And so, of course, I don't want you to delete YouTube or Instagram. Does that make sense? On the apps. And the apps work the same exact way. They want you to spend all this time on the apps. They want you to become addicted. They want you to spend your money on there. It is so jarring when you stop and think about how much time we're spending. Like if you've ever looked at your screen time, or, you know, I've been hearing quotes lately like by the end of your life you'll have spent 10 years straight on your phone. That makes me physically sick to my stomach. And I know that, you know, the generation before us of parents and people, like there was always, you know, there was TV and there were phones to some extent and computers, but like truly we have never had this much at our fingertips. And I think it's just been really affecting me lately. Like, what am I raising my children in, and what environment am I raising them in by being somebody that is addicted to her phone? And this is really tricky for me because I'm an influencer and this is my income. And so the more time that I spend away from my phone, the less money I'm making, the less I'm pushing content out there, the less followers I'm getting. I just think we are in a crucial generation, and I think this is whether you are a mom or not, but especially if you are a mom. I have really been convicted by the thought of my own children just seeing me stare at my phone all day long. And even when I try to have the best boundaries and the best screen time limits, and the hardest part is a lot of the things I'm doing on my phone are good things that I need to do, whether I'm like updating our budget or I'm ordering groceries or I'm responding to emails or whatever it might be, like texting a friend. They don't know, and it doesn't matter. The point is I'm not engaging with them. It's impossible for me to be present with them if I'm on my phone. That's without even considering social media. But once you kind of add that into play, especially if I'm trying to make a living from social media, it takes up time. It's a job. I don't know. I've just been really battling this idea of picturing myself from their eyes and picturing like looking up at my mommy and I want to play with her and she's glued to her phone. And again, from my perspective, I know that I'm not just scrolling on TikTok in front of them, literally ever. I'm doing things that are important, or I'm trying to work and make money. However, they don't know that. All they know is a phone in their face because mom's not there. Mom's not present. It's too much. And even more so, honestly, than my phone is my camera. And this is something that I have been really debating for years since I had Jordan, is how do I continue my presence on YouTube while I have children, while maintaining their privacy. It's something I hold to the utmost value, and even I feel like in every single video or vlog like that they're in, I cut out more and more every single week that I'm editing, because I don't even want them like in it. I struggle to even sometimes have their voices in the background because I'm their protector. It is my job to protect them. And it just gets really sticky when like my content is my motherhood and my motherhood is my content. And I don't want to say I hate that, but it's so hard because I just want motherhood to be motherhood. I really love this space and I really love that I get to show up for other moms, and I value so deeply like the connections with y'all that I have and the conversations I get to have and the insight that you guys give me. And I truly feel like my place on the internet is to make other people feel encouraged and feel less alone and just to be a light of Christ. And for that reason, I'm like, I think there's so much worth in this and there's so much good in it. I don't want my kids to grow up and their whole childhood they remember mom was always filming herself, staring at her phone, staring at her computer. I don't want that. And I'm starting to feel, I knew once I had Hallie that it would be tricky to maintain this like separation. And you know, my oldest is getting older and a lot more aware, and Michael and I joke all the time, like I think she's come into consciousness, like I think her brain has woken up. I feel like is at the stage where she's gonna remember these moments, like these are memories that she will keep. And I think that is also what's just making me so aware of this. It's my job to protect their privacy, and I do feel like I do a good job at that, but it's also my job to protect their childhood. And sometimes I feel like I'm missing it, even though I'm here for it, because I'm not here. Physically, I might be here, and it's the biggest blessing of my whole life that physically I get to be home with them. But mentally, I'm here, or I'm thinking about a million other things that I want to do. I can't fully blame social media. There's a lot of things that I need to figure out how to fully be present and how to not waste their childhood. But I feel like this just fogs it up because I'm so always constantly thinking about the next thing I'm supposed to film, or the brand deal I need to get done, or how many likes is this gonna get, or does anybody even care, or what's gonna get clicks this week. And it's just never ending, and I just need a break. I just need a break. And I know that you guys will understand, and maybe some of you literally don't care, but I've just felt weird just like not posting. I just really feel like God has asked me to do this, and I'm a little bit nervous, to be so honest with you. But I also think, I know that this is what God's asked me to do right now, is just to take a step back. My mind just feels loud, and my life feels loud. And I need to somehow quiet down everything so that I can hear him better. And the loudest thing in my mind, unfortunately, is social media. Consuming it and creating it. And I really, really believe that if I can just silence that for a little bit, just cold turkey cut it out, just temporarily, that it will really quiet the noise that I've created in my own mind and allow him to speak to me better. And so I'm really excited also, even though I'm nervous, I'm excited to see just what he says and like what can happen if I fully surrender it. I don't think this is me like quitting YouTube. I think that it's just me saying I need some time. In my mind, I have a timeline and it's not really that long, but I don't even want to say it out loud now that I'm filming this, because I am not the one in control, and ultimately I'm going to pray about what God wants me to do and how long he wants me to take this break for. And so I'm actually not going to give you a timeline, because in my head I was going to, but right now I feel convicted to not, so I'm not going to. I do, however, think that my YouTube hiatus will be longer than my Instagram break, just because Instagram is a lot easier for me to set a boundary for. I will be being off Instagram for a little bit as well, but I don't foresee that one being as drastic and long as YouTube. So you'll follow me on Instagram, all that to say, and I will kind of keep you updated there with what is going on. And when I hop back on social media in a few weeks or whenever that is, you'll know there first, probably well before you see me again here. I promise I'm not trying to be dramatic and clickbaity and act like I'm quitting YouTube, because that's not my intention. And again, I don't even plan for this to be a super long break. I just didn't want to like not post videos and not say a word about it and have you all be like, you good? Like, what's going on? So I'm good. I just need to quiet the noise, and here is your sign too, if you've been feeling this way, to just delete your social media apps for a week and just see what happens. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for allowing me to take breaks when I need it. I haven't taken a break since Jordan was born, actually, because when Hallie was born, I did a bunch of work ahead of time to have videos up every week still. I think I took a week or two that I didn't have a video, but other than that, I kept pushing out content. And the last time I took like a good break was with Jordan. I took like 2 or 3 months off of YouTube, and it was really nice. It's been 3 years and I think it's time to just kind of recenter, find out where I want to go from here and what God has for me and for this channel and what he wants me to do for all of you guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Follow me over on Instagram so that you can kind of be kept in the loop with what's happening and where I'm at. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.